Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lewis on the play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
95-96 The run inside. It's Young.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from, and great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Young. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's got it. At the 35. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Colorado. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Got a little grass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Using his legs to buy some time. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Welch. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 off.
Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Lewis to throw. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Quick completion on the out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Guys, Colorado has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the move, it's Young. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's there to make the stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He tries to take the top off. Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Slithers into space. Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
BYU has this offense clicking. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught near the sideline, it's Martin.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Snags it, and there's running room. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is good. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Throwing. Lewis. With the catch. It's Young. At the 40. There he goes. Out across the 45. And out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Lewis. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Phillips. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Gators coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Well, it's 3rd and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
BYU trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Running the red zone, it's Martin. Touchdown, Cougars! That one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Play fake, Lewis. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Atkins. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Martin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The run inside. It's Martin. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Looking left. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It's 3rd and 5. motion from the wideout. Right back to him on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Into the end zone. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Lewis. Looking deep. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Off and running. Into the house. Touchdown, Bucks. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he drops back and he surveys the field, and I think he did a really good job being patient. The middle of the field comes open. Receiver runs a nice post route. Great throw, great catch. Nice job finding the explosive play by this offense.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Martin. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they get him down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together